The Prime Minister is actively considering a Royal Commission into veteran suicides. Calls for a Royal Commission are growing, with Australia's most decorated soldier saying the inquiry is needed. It follows Daily Telegraph's Save Our Heroes Summit, where Scott Morrison met with mothers of veterans who had taken their own lives. He told Paul Murray more needs to be done to prepare soldiers for their transition from the military to civilian life.
It was a good opportunity for them to talk that process through for them, what it would mean for them, how it would help them and others who are going through that terrible set of circumstances. And so they were aware that I hadn't ruled it out, and it's something that I am actively considering, along with our response to the Productivity Commission and a range of other issues. So, as you know, I'm not one to move into those things lightly. And there are a range of other things we're doing. So, I'm actively considering that.
But not all veterans agree that there should be a Royal Commission. Sky News reporter Annalise Nielsen met with some veterans in Townsville who agree that more funding is desperately needed, but say the government already knows where it should go.
The daily grind in Australia's largest garrison town goes a little differently. The Warfighters Coffee Shop in Townsville's run by veterans.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Which means it isn't always light-hearted conversation at the coffee machine.
They come in here often very depressed or anxious or whatever, and they just come in, have a coffee and sit down. Well, we know what their problems are.
Barista Stuart Locke served in Afghanistan but was medically discharged with a back injury. And he knows just how low life after army can leave you. But it was a steady job that helped him pull through.
Especially for soldiers who get medically discharged, it is quite confronting and hard to be able to adjust, which I was in the same boat, but I didn't sit there and feel sorry for myself.
His friend Anthony Mexner knows just how serious the problem of mental illness among veterans is.
We've buried 4 mates this year, and Jesse Bird was, last year?
Anthony served in Iraq and Afghanistan. He's among a group that started an app called Swiss 8, a neutral platform designed by veterans to access mental health support.
And the app is a holistic 8-step process that we all messed up when we were serving.
With an organisation as large and diverse as the Australian Defence Force, it will be a huge challenge to ever find consensus on how to tackle an issue as serious as veteran suicide. While some are calling for a Royal Commission, others say the money would be better spent elsewhere.
Royal Commission's just, here's a problem, what are we going to do about it?
The Prime Minister said the government is actively considering a Royal Commission.
Yeah, I honestly think that you wouldn't get anything out of it for the money that they're going to cost. I think people in the positions already know what the problems are, but they're scared to say them for alienating part of the community. And the part of the problem is that the veteran community is so broad.
But with veterans dying by suicide at a rate almost 20% higher than the rest of the population, everyone can agree more needs to be done.